Here is why Laenor Velaryon was riding a dragon at the end of House of the Dragon Episode 3. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. Deeply embedded within the Game of Thrones universe is the understanding that it's only Targaryens who possess the ability to ride dragons, train them, tame them, and use them to their advantage. However, after we witnessed Daemon head into the Stepstones and look to embark on taking down the Crab Feeder without the aid or assistance of his brother King Viserys that we saw he was willing to provide, we saw it look as though he was going to lose it all. That was until we saw Laenor Velaryon riding in on a dragon and use the Dracarys command that is synonymous with the Targaryen house, allowing the dragon to unleash the fire upon its victims. So how was he able to do it if he's part of House Velaryon and not Targaryen? Well, despite his father being Corlys Velaryon, who is Lord of the Tides, Velaryons have tended to have served as master of the ships due to their strong naval fleet, which is something that we've seen is also present in the TV show, and you would imagine Laenor has the knowledge in that. However, alongside being part of Velaryon blood, Laenor's mother is Rhaenys Targaryen, who is also known as the Queen That Never Was, who we've seen small glimpses of throughout the show thus far. When we look at the family tree, both King Viserys and Rhaenys are first cousins, and grandchildren of King Jaehaerys, and were both eligible to become rulers of the Iron Throne at one time in their life, specifically at the start of the season, but also earlier on in Rhaenys' life when she was eligible for the throne, but instead the king named her uncle as heir, going against tradition, and making her fully aware of how much the realm doesn't want a woman to sit upon the Iron Throne, tying into the conversation that we saw her have with Rhaenyra. Rhaenys being a Targaryen likely meant that she instilled all of the upbringings and teachings that she held from being raised by a Targaryen upon her own children, Laenor and Laena, as she had the opportunity to be queen, showing that even though Laenor is a Velaryon by name, he's also a Targaryen by blood, meaning that he has his own dragon which is named Sea Smoke, so he's able to have traits that only people within House Targaryen hold, despite not being directly associated. Him riding in on his dragon Sea Smoke was something that was part of his plan that we saw him mention earlier on at the start of the scene, where he said that an individual would need to be on the verge of sacrificing themselves and saying how Daemon would be best for it. So it was no surprise when he rode in to carry out his plan. Along with this likely means that Rhaenys will also have a dragon due to being a Targaryen, and along with Laenor, his younger sister Laena could also have the ability to be a dragon rider if she chose to, as she'd contain the same blood split like Laenor does. His blood connection to House Targaryen is what allows him to possess the ability to have some of what a full Targaryen would. It may prove to be advantageous being able to dominate the sea and the sky, and this is something that I feel we'll see get developed more as the season goes on. So, there you have it, why Laenor Velaryon was riding a dragon at the end of House of the Dragon Episode 3.